Konnichiwa, y'all, and welcome to the MrMaple Show. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most popular Makawa variants of them all. We're going to be talking about Acer palmatum Mayday. Now this is a Talon Buchholz introduction that is super highly sought after. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe here on the MrMaple Show for daily Japanese maple content. Guys, Mayday is probably the most sought after cultivar of Talon Buchholz. At least it has the highest supply and demand right now of any cultivar. Everybody wants to get their hands on Mayday. It's an absolutely amazing tree. Now we might be partly to blame for that. Before Talon sold us Buchholz Nursery, we actually bought all the Mayday stock plants he had. So we've got as heavy into production as we could. But as a result, he kind of slowed down on production of it a little bit. Now we are making up a lot of distance on that right now by mass producing this one here at MrMaple and Buchholz Farms. So we're gonna be able to exceed that demand as a goal. Mayday is so popular because of that golden yellow color. Now, be not alarmed if this one leafs out a little bit more pink. A lot of people will mix this one up with Japanese Princess in the early spring. Japanese Princess sometimes can leaf out a little yellowish. Mayday can leaf out sometimes a little pinkish. Both things are very common and normal for Makawa seedlings to have that kind of variance from them. Now this one will get to be more of a nice golden yellow like you see now, that bright butter yellow, and that's really what makes Mayday super popular.
Hey guys, I'm Tim, and I love Mayday. The reason I love Mayday is it has that tightly layering habit that everybody loves with Makawa Yatsubusa. It fits in that small garden, and if you have a Makawa Yatsubusa family garden where you have all the different color variations like Matt does here in his garden, this one really has that really nice blonde yellow right now. And it just adds that sort of cotton candy appearance in this landscape and garden. I mean, I love Mayday because of those colors it provides. That pink to peach in the early spring right before it goes this blonde is outstanding. And then you get this blonde color out there. It's just a rock star in the garden. It was actually found as a chance seedling off of our giant Makawa Yatsubusa at Buchholz Nursery. Now that Makawa has fathered and mothered a lot of amazing trees and introductions like the Japanese Princess. And I think this may be one of the most popular variations of Makawa Yatsubusa to date. It has this really nice rounded habit, typically reaching about 3 feet in height, but about 3 foot in width in 10 years. Here, we've actually got some of the larger Maydays, which I'm really excited about just because they're so beautiful and they just add that extra dynamic of that yellow color you know I love out in the landscape. That yellow plays off of the reds, off of the greens, and allows you to see all these different colors. And if you look up closely, you really see how this has these really nice, just sort of red, the bright red color on the leaf sort of encasements. And then as this leaves out, you get both the yellow and that red playing off of each other. It's just a beautiful tree out here in the garden.
Now Mayday's gonna work zones 5 through 9, especially on the East Coast. Zones are really rated for how cold things get, but it works really good for an East Coast. Now you wanna give this one typically some protection from the hot afternoon sun in some of your hotter zones. I actually have it here where it gets a little bit of morning sun. There's 2 different Maydays here, and they get some great color because of that early morning sun. If you can give them early morning sun, late day shade, you can really pick up that color and really intensify it. You can get a little bit more of that bleached out yellow look. Absolutely love it. Just one of the perfect Makawas. This one is one of those ones I think is top shelf for sure for just Makawa Yatsubusa possibilities. Absolutely love it. Has almost a cartoonish leaf to it as well. I mean, I love the leaf texture. You got to get in here and check this out. You can get some subtle shades of pink going on over this one. Probably one of the most highly sought after forms of Makawa Yatsubusa for good reason.
Now, like all the Makawa Yatsubusa variants, this Mayday makes a fantastic tree for containers. I mean, its shallow, non-invasive roots, its dense, compact habit makes it an easy tree to fit in those small places in the garden. But in a container, you can bring that garden to your patio, your driveway, and extend your garden out with some of this beautiful color that you get with Mayday. It's also a great tree that you can turn and train into a bonsai. Now, all of our named cultivars are grafted, but the fact that you can have this dense, compact form and these amazing colors on Mayday means it's a tree that can give you everything that people love about Makawa Yatsubusa or those seedling variations, but a color variant on that as well, which is more dynamic out there and gives you the changes of the seasons, which is what you're trying to do with bonsai. I mean, Mayday is one of those trees, it's a little slower growing than Makawa Yatsubusa itself, but what this tree does out here in the garden is this is very dynamic. And that is why everybody's after Mayday.
All right, guys, Mayday madness is in full effect. Check out our big Mayday. I would say our big one in North Carolina. We do have the original back at Buchholz Nursery, but this is my biggest one here on the East Coast. Absolutely love Mayday. you can really see some of those pinks starting to shine over that golden yellow.
I mean, if you get up close, you can actually see just a blush around the edges where it had that sort of pink, peach color, and that blonde just came into the leaf. I mean, the details of this tree up close are even more beautiful. And from a distance, it just gives you that color palette out there in the garden.
Now this one sells out quick. We tell you all about our 10 at 10s. We list 10 new trees every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Guys, you're going to be ready at 10 a.m. We have some monster sets coming to this. And when I say monster sets, some very favorable size sets for you to be able to pick this one up online. But they do still sell out quickly. So I would advise people, whenever you're going after Mayday, to be ready at 10 a.m. But to check out right away with this one. It does tend to sell out very quickly. I've had upwards of 100 sell out in 2 minutes before. The sets are going to be bigger than that. We've got some big sets coming. Like I said, we're really trying to work hard to exceed that supply and demand on this one. I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised with how we're bringing Mayday to Mr. Maple.
Now, if you like this type of content where we show you specimens in the landscape and garden, when you can learn about trees and you can learn how to grow Japanese maples, make sure you're subscribed here on the Mr. Maple Show. We work hard to bring you daily content just for you.
Take care.
God bless.
Have a great day.